shorty a little baddie. She my little boo thing.
So today I'll be showing you these two ways on how to distress your denim jeans. First of all, the difference between warp and weft threads. Warp threads go up and down, weft threads go left to right. This is essential for the video. First of all, I'm using a pair of jeans that I used in last video to customize the pair of jeans I'm currently wearing in this video. The link to that video will be down in the description. I'm turning them inside out so you can see the threads a lot easier. It will make it easier now to make your cuts across straight. What you got to do is pinch up your material and try and cut as straight as you can across the threads. Then once you've done that, start pulling out any of your weft threads that got cut in half, and this will expose your warp threads that you're going to be pulling through with your tweezers. You can cut off the little excess like I have there if you want more of a neat look, or if you want more of a messy distressed look, you can keep it on. Then get your thread picker and start picking out the top weft threads. By doing this, you'll make the warp threads a lot more exposed and easier to pull out. You may get your threads caught as I have here. All you got to do is just be gentle and make sure you don't rip it through, because it's very easily done because the threads are very weak on their own. Once again, just repeat the process of pulling out the weft threads on top that got cut in half to expose your warp threads that you'll be pulling through the jeans. Once again, cut them off or keep them on depending on what kind of look you'd like. Get your tweezers and start pulling out your warp threads. As soon as you get one, it becomes a lot easier, as you can see, and they start coming through a lot easier. Here I am again, just pulling them through. It is quite easy and they're quite easy to pull through once you've got one. As you can see, I'm going quite fast. This was after about 5 minutes of doing it. You could leave it like this, or you could leave it like this, or keep going like I'm going to now. If some of the warp threads at the end get caught, what I like to do is put my finger underneath it and raise it up. This exposes each individual thread a lot more and makes it a lot easier to pull through. Once again, just doing that on the other side, putting my finger underneath so the threads separate a bit more, making it easier to pull through. Depending on the type of denim, you might have some lint stuck in between each of the weft threads like I have here. Just use your tweezers and brush through and just try and get out as much as you can. I'd like to raise it in between my fingers and just brush in between the gaps, trying to be careful though not to snap any. Just keep going until all the lint is gone. You can lay it out flat, and normally, as you can see, a lot of it comes out once you've brushed it all through with your hand at the end. I would also get a little lid or get a bin next to you to throw all your threads in so you don't create a big mess, because it is very difficult to clean. This is the finished result. You can do many different variations of this, but this is just the basic one. Then starting on design 2, once again, starting by turning your jeans inside out. This just makes it so much easier to see all the threads along the jeans and make your cuts a lot better. I've just done it off camera, the cuts, exactly the same as what you were doing before, but pinch it the other way so your cut will be vertical. And then any of the threads that got cut, just pull them through to expose the sides of the threads like I have here, and then just start pulling through with your tweezers all your weft threads. As you can see, once again, once you get one through, they all come through quite quickly. This is the prime example on why you should take out multiple layers so you're not struggling like I was there to pull through the threads on the little area. This is a good example of what not to do to make your life 10 times harder than it needs to be. Just continue pulling them through, just pull one by one. Does take a long time, but once again, very much worth the process. And then once again, just cut off any of your excess warp threads depending on what look you're going for. As I said before, I'm going for more of a clean look, so I've decided to cut all the excess ones off. Here's the final result. Doesn't look as impactful here, but here's both of the results on a pair of jeans that I've created before. As you can see, the second design, once you kind of incorporate it within another design, it becomes a lot more effective. Thank you for watching the video. Comment down below videos you'd like to see in the future. Follow my Depop, there's always Supreme, Vintage, and loads of other stuff on there. I'm always active on it. And follow my Instagrams, where I'll be showing you all the stuff that's coming out on my YouTube you'll get to see early, and you'll get to see any stuff coming out on my Depop early.